연보선 붙게 되거든요. 자, 김연아 조일장입니다. 가보도록 하죠.
Alright, alright. Game number 3. And looks like we're cross bonds. We are on Sniper Ridge, of course. Ooh, cross bonds could be good. That means they're not going to scout each other for a while. Could be interesting. So far we've had 12 pool expand from both players in the first game, and then 12 pool expand again by Hero last game, whereas Modesty went for the 9 pool. So let's see if Hero just sticks to his 12 pool plan, or if he mixes it up here. I think 12 pool expand is pretty reasonable on this map.
이런 것들이 좀 어느 정도 승패를 판가름내지 않을까라는 생각이 듭니다.
And hopefully I have our handy Zerg experts in the chat to tell me what the builds are as well. I'll try to get it this time. I'll try to get it. Maybe I'll just like roll a dice to determine what the builds are. Anyway, oh man, it's like seriously windy and rainy outside. I don't think I just can hear it. The wind is like battering my window. It's really loud. Yeah, we're having some like major storms and flooding here in England, so anyway. Looks like it was. Alright guys, what is it? What's the build? What's the build? Was it a 9 pool? Help me out here. Yes, it was a 9 pool, okay. Yes. Alright, I got one build. Alright, let's see if I can get the other one. Alright, so Modesty's got 9 pool again. Hero, I don't see a building yet. Oh no, he's going 12 hatch! Oh no! Oh, devastation! Oh, heartbreak! Oh, Hero, after that wonderful last game, he could just be devastated here. So there's two things that could help him out here. So, you know, 9 pull versus 12 hatch is the typical, you know, is as close as a hard counter as you get in Brood War, basically, with the 12 hatch having a very difficult time holding this off. However, we are cross spawns, so the travel distance is longer, and last game, Modesty went lair before speed. So if he does that again, his lanes won't be quite as scary in the beginning, and Hero could potentially survive. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. You can win from this situation. It's difficult, but with a little bit of luck and a lot of bit of skill, then Hero can still win. So here we go. Looks like one lane is going to split off to go check the bottom right. That's pretty standard, and the rest goes straight cross map. Very, very standard. And the pool is about to finish here. I don't think there will be enough time to actually cancel the natural hatch, which could be problematic. I think by the time the links get there, it'll be done. Or close enough to being done that he won't have time. Oh no, he does have time. He has just a couple of seconds if he wants to cancel it. Ooh, but he doesn't. He doesn't. And there's the mask. Holy shit, he just pulled like every drone. I think there's only 2 drones left mining minerals. Meanwhile, the lair is actually started, so again, I think he might have skipped speed here, which could save Hero, but it's going to be really hard. Oh, and there's a nice drone drill. Oh no, he unstacked a little bit late, though. If he unstacked 2 seconds earlier, I think he would have got the whole thing. But here we go. Oh my god, it looks like he's just ignoring it. Modesty just ignores everything and just goes after the hatch and does get it, and is now going into the main base. Yeah, I think Hero's dead. I think Hero is dead. Alright, Hero's got a few lings of his own now, but he's lost the hatchery, he's lost a whole bunch of mining time. Man, the drone drill was almost perfect. He just needed to unstack it just a fraction earlier. Oh, and loses another drone. And another drone! That second one probably shouldn't have happened. So, this is a problem. This is a very, very big problem. The Spire is already on the way. The lair's not even started for Hero yet. Unfortunately, it's looking bad for him. But you know what? You know what this means, though? You know what this game means? This game means that C now has a much better chance to make it out of the group. Because Hero is a master of ZVP, so if Hero won this and played Movie in the winners match, it would be very likely for Movie to lose and go to the final match. Whereas, oh my god, there's an idle drone. That is, oh god, oh god. Whereas if Modesty beats Hero, I don't think Modesty is nearly as good as Hero in ZVP, and so Movie has a decent chance of beating Modesty and advancing, which means that C again only has to play TVZ, which is what C wants. So C actually should be quite happy about this situation, I think. Oh my god, he does not notice this. This is really unfortunate because if you just glance at the mineral line, it looks like the drone is mining. This is like almost impossible to see that this is happening, I think. I don't even know how this happened. Anyway, it looks like Hero's just going to play turtle mode here, so he's going to just re-expand and get spore colonies. And oh, the slippery Modesty lings. Oh man. Modesty, Modesty, Modesty. At least Hero might notice the idle drone now. Yay! He found it! He found it. Okay, so it looks like that ling run by actually helped Hero. He found his idle drone. Anyway, the mutas are on the way. The spore is not ready yet at the natural because the hatchery only just finished, so there's only like just the creep a couple of seconds ago. But with only 3 mutas there, the spore should be able to build in time. It builds fairly quickly, and mutas don't do very much damage, so I think it'll be fine. He's building 2 extra creeps anyway. Oh, actually, maybe it's not fine. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe it's not fine. Wow, they don't build as nearly as fast as I thought. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And in fact, there are 4 mutas here, which is the number you need to break down a spore anyway. Oh, God. Oh, God. I think it's fine. He's got 2 now. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Whew, that was close. I wonder if he went straight to the main, if he could have broken down this 1 spore. There's only 1 spore there. He's got 4 mutas, although 1 is damaged. Actually, I think 2 are damaged. But it's close. You can see here he's building a second one there. It's kind of like very, very edgy. So he's just going to try and micro down some of these gas drones again. But interestingly, Modesty actually still isn't sending a drone to take his expansion. I imagine he'd do so soon, because he's not really going to kill Hero outright from this situation, I don't think. Or at least he really shouldn't. You know, the best he can do with these mutas is just pick off some drones here. He can't really take down the spores. I mean, he's going to try here, just using the gas. You can see the spore, the glaive worms are bouncing off the gas and hitting the spore. There's actually a really awesome game a while ago, I think in maybe Sonic's King of the Hill Pro League thing, where it was like almost a stalemate situation, but then the Zerg with mutas basically just used bounce to kill one of the spores. It was pretty sick. Actually, wait, was that a Ziki game? That might have been a Ziki game. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, he's poking around, seeing what they can do. Get a 3rd spore here so that he can actually mine gas at his main. And a 3rd spore in the natural as well. Now, look at the... I'm a little bit surprised that Modesty's not doing a bit more harass behind the natural. Because the natural minerals on this map are quite exposed. There's a nice little cliff behind them. It's kind of like Fighting Spirit. It's even better, though, because the minerals are pressed right up against the cliff edge. So definitely an opportunity there to pick off some more drones. In the meantime, we do actually now have an expansion. Oh, it looks like a bit of a muta spread just to look for any random overlords on the map. I don't think there are any more red overlords on the map, so he's not going to find any. But, yeah, it looks like, well, we're just going to do some mass turtle action here. I believe that is the spire in the main base next to that spore colony. I assume so, at least. And a lot of mutas coming out, but with 3 spores there, Hero should be fine for the time being. Oh, what is that building? Is that a hatchery? Probably a hatchery. Basically, I'm hoping that this game goes up to Hive or Queens or whatever, because that's possible. Come on, click it, man! Click it! It's a hatchery, though, isn't it? It's totally a hatchery. He's not going to click it because, you know, it's going to be like that, but I'm pretty sure it's a hatchery. Anyway. But yeah, see, these kinds of openings are basically the the main way you get to high level ZVZ, which is just so rare, obviously, is because neither player can actually really kill each other. Well, obviously Hero can't do anything because he's got no air units yet, so he's just got a turtle. And then because he's turtling, Modesty can't kill him, so you eventually just start massing up lots and lots of air units, and eventually it becomes actually a good idea to go for some of the AoE stuff, like, you know, Ensnare and Plague, rather than just continuing to mass Mutas. But we're not quite at that point yet. At this point, it's still better just to keep massing Mutas, I think, and getting their upgrades. But at some point, at some critical mass, at some critical number, it will behoove the players to go for that higher level tech. Hopefully we do get to that point. Anyway, another hatchery now in the main base. It's a little bit exposed to these Mutas. If Modesty sees that there, he can probably force a cancel, actually. Meanwhile, looks like random overlords floating around. And Hero looks like he's actually moving out with some Zerglings. He's going to get spotted by the overlords, but could put a little pressure on, maybe snipe a couple of drones. You know, doesn't want to be too passive here. Wants to put a bit of pressure on, and in fact, has actually snuck a drone over to the 9 o'clock. Gonna think about taking that third base there. I don't know how he's possibly gonna hold it. He's gonna have to like pray that it's not spotted, or just do enough distraction with Zerglings that it gets up in time and he can get some spores there. But oh man, that is actually a lot of Zerglings. And in fact, okay, I'm sorry, you know, he does have some Mutas now, but Modesty, you know, obviously he's gonna have a superior air force considering he started massing a lot earlier. But here we go, there's the big Zergling attack into the natural. Modesty had some Zerglings there, but not enough. And now, with those Mutas pulling back, the Mutas of Hero move out and are able to pick off some Overlords as well. And oh my god, there's still a lot of Zerglings remaining here. The Mutas need to get back here ASAPly. The natural hatchery is under attack, and there's Zerglings in the main. Really nice counterattack again from Hero. Hero grabbing some drones here. Oh my god, Hero, he's gonna get one drone, maybe, I think. One or two drones. I think I only see one drone corpse there. So it looks like one drone falls in the main. Not quite as much damage, I think, as he was hoping to do, as he definitely could have done. But he's got his third base going up. That is his fourth hatchery there at the 9 o'clock. And he's got a decent Muta count now. I'm actually going to try and see if they click one of these Mutas. Okay, looks like no actual upgrades on the Mutas yet. Looks like, yeah, the Observer actually was thinking about that exactly at the same time as I was. But you would expect in these kind of games that you know are going longer, that the players would invest in those upgrades, like +1 carapace and attack for their Mutas. Because those upgrades do play a huge role in the big engagements, or in any Muta engagements, really, because they, especially the +1 carapace, is just so amazingly useful against Mutas. Anyway, this 9 o'clock base doesn't appear to have been spotted yet, and is still going to get defended by these Mutas. I don't know if Hero really actually has enough Mutas yet to counteract Modesty. I'd imagine he should still be a little bit behind, but I'm not sure. But if this third base gets up, if this third gas gets up, that is going to be so huge for him. Man, and by the way, may I remind you guys that this game started off as a 9-pull versus 12 hatch, with, you know, the 12 hatch losing his hatchery, and yet we've come to a point where Hero is not really looking like he's losing at all. This is amazing. This is a really good game. Anyway, it looks like the 9 o'clock has definitely been spotted now, but as you can see, Modesty not really wanting to commit here. One thing to remember, by the way, is that Hero has all the static defenses, he has all the spores, and Modesty has no static defenses, which means if Modesty sends all his Mutas to kill that base, and Hero counterattacks with all his Mutas, Hero will win, because he can just completely ravage Modesty's main base, and Modesty can't do the same because of all the spore colonies. So I think that's why Modesty is being a little bit more cautious, a little bit more passive. You can see he's moving out now, but he's being very careful to make sure he looks around, picks off all these things, doesn't allow the counterattack, because he knows there's that danger. The spore colonies, or the lack of static defense in his base, makes him a little bit more restricted. But here he goes, he's going after the base. I think Hero is just going to defend this. He's not going to go for the crazy counterattack. And here we go, he's going in, but there's a lot of Scourge from Modesty, and Hero's not going to even dodge. Oh, he's got a lot of Scourge himself. This could be a deciding factor in this game, and Hero looks like he's got a significant Muta advantage. Modesty having to run away here. Oh my goodness. Significant Muta advantage there for Hero. I don't even know why he has that much more stuff. And it looks like he's going to defend that base easy peasy. A few Lings going in for Modesty. Hero, even though he's got a whole bunch of spores, doesn't actually have any Lings or Sunkens remaining, it seems. They all got picked off by the Mutas. But man, here we go. Looks like Modesty's going to try and play some catch up here himself and get the 3 o'clock base, get his own third base. Here we go. Mass late game ZVZ. And make no mistake, you know, this is certainly late game for ZVZ. You very rarely get up to a third base in this matchup. So this is good times. Still waiting for my Hive Tech though. Still waiting for my Queen's Nest. I just want us to somebody make a Queen's Nest, even if they don't use it. Just please make it. Just want to see that building. Anyway, looks like now the mass mutas of Hero are moving out. Looks like he wants to deny that 3 o'clock base. Gotta be a little bit careful as mutas seem to have split up. And looks like he's just pull all the mutas back for 3 Zerglings. That's probably not ideal. He just pulled back like 3 control groups of mutas to kill 3 Zerglings. Slightly excessive. And he's still gonna lose 2 drones! What the heck? What? I don't understand. Everything about what just happened is a little bit silly. 3 control groups of mutas for 3 Zerglings, and he lost 2 drones anyway. Alright, at least he's gonna counter and kill a couple of drones over here. No, he's not. He's not. Oh man, this is gonna be huge though. Looks like plus 1 carapace is done for both players. Here we go. We're now fighting over Modesty's base. He's gonna have some close reinforcements of Scourge. And here we go. The big engagement. Looks like Hero chasing down the mutas. I think Hero has enough mutas to take this though. Hero has got a lot of mutas. Modesty is in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. There's so many mutas though. I'm not really sure. Ling's fighting at the 3 o'clock as well. Actually, it's closer than I thought. Modesty seems to have rebuilt a decent amount, but more Scourge coming in. No, Modesty is not enough. He is not nearly enough. And Hero is gonna take the win here from what should have been a build order loss. 12 hatch versus 9 pool. Hero has survived. He has held on and has now won the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is amazing and very bad news for C, because I think Hero has a very solid shot of beating Movie. Oh man. Great play by Hero. Wow, but I mean, Modesty though, you know, it's not like Modesty just failed in the ZVZ. Modesty had some great moves as well. GG for Modesty. Hero takes it down 2-1. Amazing ZVZ series here. Absolutely fantastic. And Hero will advance to the winner's match to play against Movie, while Modesty drops down to play against C in the losers match. We are now into the best of 1 stage, of course.